So here we want to calculate the tangent line at x equals pi over 4. So we first need to calculate the y coordinate at that point, because we need a slope and x and y coordinate to calculate the equation of the line. So there's our y coordinate. A tan of pi over 4 is equal to 1. So to calculate the slope then, we want the derivative. Okay, so I'm going to take the derivative of that function. F prime is going to be secant squared. Okay, so then you're going to use the derivative to calculate slope. So f prime, or slope, at x equals pi over 4. Okay, so at pi over 4, cosine is equal to 1 over root 2. So secant would be the reciprocal of that, or root 2 squared. Okay, then that gives us the slope value of 2. Okay, so if the slope value is equal to 2, then I can write the equation of the tangent line. So this tangent line here at pi over 4 and y equals 1, that tangent line there, okay, is the equation of that line is going to have slope of 2 and x coordinate of pi over 4 and a y coordinate of 1. Okay, so in the point slope form, there's my equation, my tangent line. So that linear equation represents that tangent line. So we're going to use that tangent line at this point x equals pi over 4. We're going to estimate the value of tan of 0.75, which is pretty close to pi over 4. It's just a little bit to the right, sorry, to the left. Okay, so it's about there. So at that point there, we're going to use the blue line to estimate the position on the black line. So to do that then, I'm going to plug in the y value, sorry, the x value of 0.75. And that's going to calculate the position on the blue line, which then is a reasonable estimate of the position on the black line, the actual tan function. Okay, so as I plug this in, I get 0.75 minus pi over 4 times 2, and then plus 1. Okay, and this is going to give me a y coordinate of 0.929. Okay, so that's going to be my estimate. Okay, so what I'm going to say is the tan of 0.75 is approximately equal to 0.929. Okay, and that would be the position on the blue line. Now, just looking at the curvature of this, you can kind of see that maybe because of the way it's curved, the black coordinate, the actual tan value, should be slightly bigger than that. And if I actually calculate that on my calculator, if I calculate tan of 0.75, the actual value so the actual value works out to be about 0.932, which is pretty close. Okay, so that's that approximation. Since that tangent line is quite close to the point that we're estimating, it's actually a very good estimate of that point near the tangent point. Okay, so it's an estimate of that black line. So we've used the blue line then. We've calculated the position on the blue line as 0.929. And that's an approximation of the actual value on the black curve of 0.932.